eventually. Some of
Mhm.
those things will take some time, but the
Yeah,
most important thing is just to keep trying, if you can focus on doing it one specific way consistently for a very long period of time,
yeah,
that's when you start seeing some level of progress. Because the problem traders have is they keep changing things. They keep changing things. Like I remember I had this friend of mine. He's a really good trader.
hmm,
There are some times he will take some trades and they will literally deliver like 1:15 in one trade. And then he'll take another trade and then he'll lose. He'll take a loss and then he'll be like, no, I know there's something wrong with this strategy. I know what it is. There's something I need to change. Now
I
he go
think
and start
uh,
changing something again.
this thing is actually it just does with your personality. Like if you're not, you should be okay to lose. It's part of the game. But now if you get to be you are a perfectionist that when it goes against you, you're like, no, 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 no. There's something wrong. So
Yeah,
I'm in that process of understanding that if it goes wrong, it's not like you are wrong. It's
yeah,
just part of the game is just like that. You can't just get all wins. So for me, it has been a journey of self-reflection because I know whatever I know works. But now the psychological part of it, because I even, I teach people
yeah,
based on and they do well. But for me, I'm like, what's wrong with me? So for my cousin, once I get out of the sessions, I could, teach
yeah,
them, and now that's why I was like, now you need to get into the mentorship and now have
yeah,
so everybody that I've taught, they are doing well, but I'm asking myself, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I so? Anyway, it has been a very weird journey, but through teaching others also, I have. Improve myself because I get to see how they are doing and how I am, you know, how I can improve myself to do better. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, the thing is, you will just face those challenges because part of the reason why it seems like it's working for them and you're not seeing progress for you is like they just took what you've taught them with confidence and they practiced it how you taught it. But now, because you are the creator, you always feel like there's something you need to fix. Them, they are
Hmm.
not trying to fix anything. They feel like they've gotten everything they need. They
Yeah.
just apply it. But the
Yeah.
problem you're having is you're always trying to add something, trying to fix something. There's nothing broken. So there's nothing to fix. It's just focusing on just doing it a very simple way. I know
Hmm.
sometimes I teach you guys a lot of things, different ways to enter.
Hmm.
This is how you can enter. This is another way you can enter. But you don't need to use all those things.
Yeah.
You can choose one specific way to enter and just do it exactly that way. Just that way. Don't add, don't remove, don't do re-entry. Just
Hmm.
one entry model. Use one entry model. One just you can say, okay, if the daily trend is bullish, I want to look for an imbalance on a higher time frame. Once
Yeah.
price comes there, I'll align it and go to the lower time frame and look for entry. Finish. Nothing else. If it doesn't work, that's okay. Another day, you look for another trade.
Other
Same
trade. Yeah.
criteria, nothing different, nothing added, nothing removing. Because what you want to build is consistency, doing it in one specific way and not trying to do it in different ways. Like, as much as I teach you guys a lot of ways you can enter, sometimes I don't even use those things to enter because I don't need them.
Yeah.
Because I just have one way I want to get in. If I want to get a re-entry, one way to get re-entry, and I'm done. I'm not trying to get another third entry, fourth entry, fifth entry. Because
Mm-hmm.
if it goes against you, now you have
Yeah.
four losses.
Tough. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the thing. As much as I teach that, it's just so you can let's say you miss. The reason I teach all those things is if you miss the
Mm.
first entry, there's always a way to get in. If you miss the second one, there's a way to get the third entry. If you miss the fourth one, there's a way to get in again. But it doesn't mean you have to use everything the same time.
True.
Because the same thing happened to me as well, even during my own mentorship, because I was trying to learn all the concepts from ICT. I was trying to learn both how to use the imbalance, how to use order block, how to use previous highs, previous lows, even how to use Fibonacci entries using those extreme level and extreme premium, extreme discount, literally certain limit orders there because ICT calls it his OTE, optimal trade entry. So
Mm.
there's a way he would literally put limit order on those extreme level. He doesn't even need to see break of structure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and then I was also trying to learn another one he called silver bullets. So there's a specific time of day you use the strategy to take a trade, and I was trying to learn that as well. Then there was this day we had a live session, and then he was like, "That some of us has been with him for a very long time, and all we're doing is just learning everything. It's not like we don't know how to trade. We know
Mhm.
everything, but we're
Yeah.
just trying to learn more and more." That's we need to stop trying to learn anymore. In fact.
Being being a perfectionist in this game is really bad. Like you should not. You just come down, just use whatever simple that you know, the
Yeah.
simples, what you know. Don't try, and that's what now I've been, it has been affecting me. Other
Just
people, they just take, they do
yeah,
whatever you say. This and this, they enter. Yeah.
yeah, just keep it as simple as possible, keep it as simple as possible. Like this mentorship that we're gonna do this month, this in December. How I want to do it, I want to keep it as simple as possible. I don't want to teach too many things. I want to teach one thing, repeat it, show how everyone can use it just that specific way. Not
Hmm.
do it that way, the other way, just one specific way, do it that way, focus on that and build consistency around it. Because one thing I noticed is a lot of traders is not like they don't know how to do this. It's just they know too much and they don't know how to apply everything because now
Yeah.
they're like a bit confused with all that information.
Hmm.
So let me just share my screen. Yeah, so like for example, can you see my screen?
Oh yeah. Now, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so for example, like this trade, this was gold, and it was a very simple trade. The trend is bullish. So all we just want is an imbalance where we want to see price come down into. We have so many imbalances here. So we
Hmm.
don't know which one the market is going to use. So we're not trying to predict which exact one is going to use. So we just go to daily, and we can see that on the daily, this imbalance on the weekly aligns with the daily. This one aligns with the daily as well. So we just mark them and we just wait and see what happens. And you can see
Hmm.
that when price came into that imbalance. It came into the imbalance, tapped the imbalance, and then it broke structure here on the 4-hour time frame. So it broke this overall high, which is the 4-hour high.
Oh.
So when you see this 4-hour BOS, that's already giving you a telltale sign that this market could want to have a retracement and then continue higher. So if it's coming down here, you can just look for a higher time frame point of interest where you want price to come into. And this is a higher time frame point of interest, daily fair value gap. And you can just wait
Mhm.
for 30 minutes break of structure. And right here, you can see price trending to the downside, creating lower highs and lower lows.
Yeah.
And eventually, right here, created this lower low, lower high, lower low. And then it broke structure. So you can literally just place your entry on this high. and the market came and gave you an entry. This is
Mhm.
classic what I taught you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
You just get an entry. Now, if you're skeptical about this trade, you can still wait to see another 30 minutes break of structure here. And that is still this. This a high, a low, a high, another low, and then another break of structure. You can still use here as your entry. And if you're still skeptical, you can wait for 4 minutes break of structure here and still get in. These are multiple entries. I just showed you 3 entries. If you missed buying it from up here, which would have activated you from here, you missed buying it from here. This is another third entry as well. The market still gave you. So now it doesn't mean you have to use every single one of them. You can just choose one of these entries you want to use.
Mm.
It's either you're using this first one, or if you're not confident with using the first one, you can use the second one, or you can use the third one. Just choose one of the entries, backtest it constantly, take screenshots so that anytime you see that same opportunity, you will just take the trade. If it doesn't work, that's totally fine. Next time you try it again.
Mm. So you see the way you created a story from you associated the other break of structure to the other one. Like you say, these 30 minutes and then you went ahead. It's like you're
Yeah.
creating a story from the past coming
Yeah,
to
the
I
present.
think yeah, that's something I think I lack. So maybe when I was looking at this market here, I remember I took a trade here where like you are, but I did not, I not know the story where where we were. You can see even when you know the story, even holding a position, it becomes easier because it's like you can see how we are going
Yeah.
rather than panic and get out of the trade and so it's what I don't know how I will try and I don't know if I should just now you say you should not marry a pair, but right now I'm like, should I just marry a pair and know it? Because when maybe I was looking at Euro USD, then one time I come here, or I should learn how to, form a story even if I was not there when when it was being written on the charts.
So what you can do is this is what you can do is now in a way it's gonna seem like you're marrying a pair, but in a way it's also not marrying a pair because sometimes I don't trade euro. I've not traded euro for some time now. Not because it's a
Mm.
bad pair. Like I like the trade, I mark the area. If you were on the live session, you should see that here was marked in the
Yeah,
live session, and you can see
yeah.
how it reacted. And if I wanted to take a trade from here, I didn't take this trade, but if I wanted to take a trade, it would have been a very clean 15 minutes break of structure, high, low, break. And this is a break of structure, and I would have used this high as my entry. And look, it came down, gave you a retest, and boom, rallied. And you can still wait when it came down for retest here. You can even go down to 5 minutes and look at 5 minutes break of structure here and buy it. Let's go to 5 minutes. And this is 5 minutes. You can see how when it came down here, it created a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a break of structure. You can just place your entry here. And look how price came and give you an entry. Your stop loss will be below this low. And look at how price still respected that low and delivered to the upside.
Mhm. So for me, I've been looking for sales on this.
You'll be looking for
So,
sales.
man, because when I go to daily, I'm like, now we are daily or 4 hour, we are going down. So probably let me just look for sales. Then I'm like, what am I not doing wrong? I mark up the, 1 hour on the upper side of 4 hour. Yeah, take the break of structure, then it comes for me. It comes for my stop loss. I'm like, okay, now I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what
All
to
right,
do.
let me make this simple for you. Let me make it as simple as possible. When you
Yeah.
want to trade a pair, The first thing I want you to look at is go to daily time frame. And on that daily time frame, you have 5 seconds to decide whether it is bullish or bearish. If in 5 seconds you've not decided whether that pair is bullish or bearish, then you shouldn't even be trading it because there's no confidence there. Like you're not sure. You only need 5 seconds is enough for you to look at the daily and know is this bullish or bearish. And if you're not able to say, yeah, this is bullish, it will go higher, then you shouldn't be taking the trade. Example, like if you look at this gold, five
Mm,
seconds is enough to show you that this is still very much bullish. Everything we're doing here is just consolidation, manipulation to still take us higher.